Thank you for agreeing to meet me at Versenica. I've been meaning to speak to you for quite some time about something very important to me. To us both.
When I heard you had returned from the African jungles, I knew I had to.
I've been debating this decision for quite some time, since we were trapped together in your brother's cabin during the avalanche. Versenica, will you marry me? Again? For the third time?
Oh, Taddy, yes, I will. But there is something you must know before we go through with this. For you see, I've been keeping a secret from you all these months since my boathouse exploded. It was I who found Contessa's amulet hidden beneath the stairs. I knew all along that your sister was plotting against our happiness in an attempt to take over the family inheritance. If she can keep us apart, it will be to her and her husband Wendell that the shipping company will be theirs alone to control.
I've known all along about Contessa's designs on our fortune. But what you don't know is last night, on the way to Marcelo's wine tasting, her car went off the road at Slick Man's Curve, careening over the embankment into the ravine. She's in the hospital now, in a coma, once again. She can't hurt us.
If only that were true, Tad. But it was her identical twin, Leonora, that night. Contessa was seen this morning down at the wharf with Marcelo, attempting to pay off Tanya's ransom to her kidnappers. Roderick will have his hands full trying to keep her hidden away until the possession can be dealt with.
But Tanya's kidnapping was just part of Marcelo's coma fantasy when he was hit on the head by Wendell on the yacht last summer in an attempt to strand him on a desert island. You can't possibly mean...
I do mean it, Tad.
And Victor's 5th funeral.
All fake. We needed to draw out the diamond smugglers using Victor and Marcelo as bait. The boating was just a way for us to find out Wendell's part in all this, and why he and Contessa need exclusive access to the shipping company. I'm sorry I didn't tell you this sooner, Tad. This has been a deeply hidden secret for too long.
If only that were true, Versenica. For you see, that night while I was escorting Tanya to the debutante Mardi Gras ball, I happened upon Victor's secret. He too was involved in the smuggling, but far deeper than you think. For you see, he is Wendell's identical twin half-brother.
Why didn't I see it sooner? They look so similar.
It took me a while to figure it out also. You see, Wendell wears his eye patch on the left, while Victor wears his on the right.
I guess there's no harm in me revealing yet another secret, Tad.
What is it, Versenica?
I am pregnant with your child, Tad.
When did this happen?
Before you flew off to the jungle in an attempt to find Stephen's down plane, I had Roderick disguise me as a different woman for several months, so I could keep a watch on you.
Of course. You were the only one not there while we were haunted by the ghost of Esmeralda.
Precisely, Tad.
Pregnant with my child. This is amazing. I thought the doctor said after the accident you couldn't have children.
That was part of Tanya's coma fantasy when she was buried by Roderick. I need to keep this a secret from you and Contessa, to protect us both.
But you're telling me now. Why?
Because I love you, Tad. I'm no longer afraid of Contessa and her evil ways. You give me the strength to face her, to expose her lies. We can make a living together, Tad. Just you and I.
And the baby.
And the baby.
Have you thought of names for the baby?
If it's a boy, I was thinking Craig, after my father. Or Jack, after my other father. Or Benson, after my original father. If it's a girl, I'll call her Marissa, after my mother.
What was Marissa doing?
Last I heard, she was fending off an assailant in her room in the retirement home. I'm sure she's fine.
If anything amiss had happened, I'm sure we'd hear about it by now. Oh, Versenica. Our lives are going to be so happy now. Nothing could possibly go wrong this time.
Unfortunately, there's one more thing I need to reveal to you, Tad.
Don't tell me. About the baby?
I do mean it, Tad.
Tell me, please.
Tad, the baby, has amnesia.